little fuzzy here too. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into this because this is something that is a life-changing opportunity. It's something that can, if you stick around and you listen to the information that I share with you, it's going to show you an opportunity where just by saving monthly, you have the opportunity to build a passive income. And it's really nice. I've never seen anything like this. This is one thing where you pay yourself, but in the process of saving and paying yourself, you're earning passively. And that's what I really want. I'm really excited to share this with you. So let's go ahead and jump into everything here. And let me pull up my screen here. Let's see what there it is. Okay. So I wishing everybody a really good day today. I appreciate your time, spending your Memorial Day afternoon with me here. And I guarantee you that, I will guarantee you that this is going to be worth your time and that you're going to get some great insight from what I'm going to be sharing with you today. And like I said, I appreciate your time, and let's go ahead and get started. So what is the benefit in saving in the form of precious metals? Gold and silver. Okay. And then one part of my presentation here, I've got a gentleman that's going to join us and share a short video with us. And he also refers it to as sound money. And so there's, precious metals, gold and silver, sound money. They're all in throughout this presentation. And what I share with you, it's all one and the same. Okay. And so what I'm going to share with you is how you can save and who can you trust, and basically how do you know if you're getting a good deal when you do make take advantage of this opportunity to save in the form of gold and silver. And it's also going to show you how you can afford to save in gold and silver, even if you're on a real tight budget. This is pretty much, it's set up so the average everyday person has the opportunity to do this. Okay. And that's what I want to share with you today is the ways that you can do this, regardless of, if you're making $100,000 a year, if you're making $15,000 a year, you're going to have the opportunity to work with this and, incorporate it into your budget. Okay. So a lot of times people feel that they have to have X amount of dollars. They have to have, a couple of $1,000s or whatever just to put into this. But no, this is something that you can actually start, use it by the power of gold and silver. You can actually start building true generational wealth, even on a really tight budget. So this is something that I hope you stick around and pay attention to everything that I'm going to share with you today, because take some notes. If you have any questions, go ahead and put that in the chat. And what I'm going to do also here is while we're getting going here, I'm also going to put in the chat, and I'll probably throw that in while we start doing the video, is email address to reach out to me if you have any questions, and then also a link that you can also find out a little bit more about what I'm sharing. And it's got the one link that I'll show. I have a little bite-sized video clips on there that kind of just give like a super general overview. But that's why I want to, if you stick around to the end of this, I'll share this really incredible opportunity where you can start saving today, and then also in the process, we can work together as a team and make this happen and have everybody achieve more success quicker. Okay. I'm also going to share with you what your financial institutions and financial advisors are not sharing with you, things that they don't want you to know. Okay. And also, like I said, the most important thing is how you can start today, and also the opportunity that I have to share with you. So who is this for? This is for anyone that understands the importance of saving in the form of gold and silver, but they're not really sure about how to go about doing it. It's for those that are looking for other options to save and control how much and how often they save. Like I said, you can, if you're on a really tight budget, you can still make this work for you. Or if you're not on a tight budget, you can actually make it work for you quicker. And, you can also save in the form of precious metals in like a bigger amount. Okay. It's for those who have a job, but the job does not have a 401k plan. That's like if you're working for a company or corporation or something that offers a 401k, I highly encourage you to take advantage of that, because that is something great to save for. And I also like to refer to like this program almost as like another version of a 401k. Okay, like with 401k plan, you pick a percentage that goes out of your paycheck, and it comes out even before you see it. So you don't even that it's not there to use, so you just don't even plan on it. But in this case here, with this, what I'm sharing with you here today, this is something that you can attribute to it as the same way. Okay. So just kind of look at it something like where you can do X amount a month and you're all set. Okay. It's also for those who are looking to put away money for college. They might have a son or a daughter or grandkids that are getting ready to go to college, down the road, and you want to start putting away something now so you have a nice, you have something saved up where you can actually help and assist them, pay for their schooling. Okay. It's also for those that are looking to put away something for a nice nest egg, something where you can do it gradually over time. And then at the same time, you're not only saving for your future over time, you're also building an income over time. Okay. It's also, like I said, that's where the part of someone looking to earn an additional income, that's where this will come into play. So like I said, just go ahead and stick around to the end, and you're going to really have an eye-opening experience here. Okay, so, or it's just someone who's been wondering what their options are. And it's also for those who want to teach their children the importance of saving in gold and silver or precious metals, because that's something that's not shared in the formal education system. Unfortunately, it should. I mean, it's unfortunate it's not, but it's something that should be taught, because this is valuable information. And like I was saying in my email that you should have received. If you didn't receive it or something, let me know in the chat or something, because I need to double check things. But you should have received one of the emails that should have said that, a lot of lack of awareness and understanding is costing people, thousands of dollars just because they're not aware of it. So this presentation will share more information on that with you. Okay, so what I like to do now is a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about, what this is going to cover, a good percentage of it is covered in this first short video. It's like a 17-minute video that I'm going to be sharing with this gentleman by the name of Zach Davis. He is one of the co-founders of this company called 7K. And he does a really nice presentation on the value of the US dollar over the course of time and how it's declined and why it's declined. And he also shows you what the value of precious metals, in this case here specifically gold and silver, what they have done over the course of time. And when you watch this, you're going to get some of the eye-opening examples of how gold and silver fare versus the dollar, and how, basically, what the cost of living is versus the dollar, and why everything seems to be going up in price and your dollar seems to be getting, being able to pay for less. So I'm going to, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. The gentleman's name is Zach Davis, and I will be watching this along with you. I'm going to put my information in the chat here, and hopefully it doesn't stop the video any. So let me go ahead and get this going. So this is Zach Davis from 7K Metals.
Welcome to 7K. Are you working harder for more money to cover the basics, but it just doesn't seem to go as far? Well,
yeah, it's going to stop. So, okay. Sorry about that.
It's not just you. Higher.
Yeah, I'll have to put it in as soon as this is done. Okay. All right.
Costs and added financial pressures on families today are causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt on a large scale. In fact, as of May 2017, did you know that 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense? They'd have to rely on a credit card, selling something, or borrowing money if such event arose. So what's happening with your money? Well, it's in the numbers. If you look at this chart, in 1913, the Federal Reserve was created, and you'll see at that point, $1 was worth $1 in spending power. But in 2013, the dollar was only worth about 5 cents. That's about a 96% reduction in value of the spending power of the dollar since 1913. Here's how it shakes out in real life. This is the everyday price index. This measures inflation for everyday spending in 3 different categories. So this is weighted for different expenses in each group, like more healthcare costs or education costs. Urban renters, 58.1%. Retired couples, 61.6%. Look at this for young families trying to start a family and own a home, 78.3% more inflation. Now look at these numbers. Now these are things that you have to have on a daily basis. Eating food at home costs 43% more between 2000 and 2018. 59% increase to eat out. Heat sources, 99%. Car insurance, 97%. Water and sewer, 133. Do you know anybody who'd like to go to college today? Maybe a child or grandchildren? 151% increase in college tuition. Medical care expenses, up 97% in the same time frame. Now, do you mind if I show you the case for sound money? Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy have always used for ages to amass and protect their wealth. In fact, governments and financial institutions know and use the secret. They are the largest holders of gold in the world today. There's a reason why. Look at this. What could you buy today with the same silver from 1965? But check this out. If you went to the grocery store and you wanted to buy a gallon of milk and took in 1 ounce of silver or $1 bill, you could purchase that gallon of milk in 1965. But in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would get you 5 gallons of milk. How many gallons of milk would $1 purchase you? Nothing. That's a 410% increase in buying power for silver. Look at the movie ticket. 1965, $1 or 1 silver ounce would buy you a movie ticket. And in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would buy you almost 2 movie tickets. That's an 80% increase in the buying power of silver. That means that is a 95% reduction in the spending power of the dollar bill. Check this example out. 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 would buy you 1 Ford Mustang in 1965. But if you took $2,500 in the Ford dealership today, I promise you, you're not walking out with a Ford Mustang. Now, you might be able to get a down payment, but look what happens today in 2020 with the same 2,500 ounces of silver. You could actually purchase 2 Ford Mustangs. Now, here's a great example of the purchasing power of gold and the dollar. Question is, where would you put this $10,000 in 1965? Would you put it in a house or would you put it in gold? Here's how the numbers shake out for 2020. $10,000 put into a home would have turned into roughly $85,000. That's a pretty good return. But the same $10,000 put into gold is $528,251. That is a huge difference. So the question is, after seeing those statistics, does your financial future seem a little bit more challenging? But why aren't your financial professionals telling you about this? The truth is, they don't want you to know. They want you to think it's not important to know the secrets of sound money. But we believe in you and want to guide you in your journey to creating and protecting true wealth for your family and your legacy, because you deserve it. So we're going to show you how to use the secrets the wealthy have always used to confidently get ahead of the game now and forever. We are 7K. The 7K founders are on a mission to change the world. 100 plus years of successful business experience sits between them. In fact, they have changed multiple industries for the better. They have a passion for helping the average person get ahead. And one of these individuals actually created a company that is worth $2 billion today. They have shared abilities but unique strengths that can help you to achieve the success you want. Here's a message from our founders. We created 7K because we genuinely want to improve the lives of people around the world. We have watched way too many of our friends struggle as the economy fluctuates, employment issues arise, or unexpected changes come up in life. Using the power of gold and silver, we believe we can provide a way for people to create financial independence, preserve their wealth, and live an exceptional life. We started this company because we believe in you. So here are some of the questions that we had when we found out about the power of sound money. Let me ask, do any of these resonate with you? Where should I buy it? Who should I trust? What should I buy? How do I buy in small quantities, and how do I get more of it? So we created a membership that solves many of the problems the average person like you and I face when we buy precious metals. One of the very first member benefits of being a member of 7K is dealer direct pricing on gold and silver bullion. Here's how the process works. The US Mint create coins. They sell those coins to a dealer, and then we sell those coins directly to you. No minimums, no maximums, period. This was just the beginning, and we didn't stop there. But first, the question about what should you buy? To answer that question, we created what we call our buyer certification program. Why? Because we already made all the mistakes so that you don't have to. This expert training helps you identify what type of buyer you are and understand the following. How the wealthy have always used sound money for their gain. The key factors to protect your personal finances in any economy. What's the value of MS-70 in coin collecting and why it's potentially more valuable than bullion? Why governments and large institutions are the biggest buyers of gold and silver. Now, here's the 5 reasons for sound money. Hedge against poor government decision and potential economic collapse. Wealth accumulation, wealth protection, portfolio diversification, and last, certainly not least, and probably one of my favorite, is coin collecting. In fact, what if I told you that we all made a $1.2 million mistake because we didn't understand the power of coin collecting? Did you know that if you had purchased one MS-70 Silver Eagle every month since 1986, it would have cost you roughly $40,000 to $50,000? Now that seems like quite a bit of money, but over time, it's really not compared to today's value of that coin collection. It would be worth $1.2 million. The problem is most of us lack a little bit of discipline. So we don't go down and purchase those coins every single month like we should. So we needed an easy way that doesn't require discipline to collect coins every month. And that's why we created our Auto Saver program. So we gathered a team of world-class experts to hand select collectible coins to take your collecting and legacy to the next level. Our world-class coins and collections are sent to your door every single month, giving you peace of mind that your saving is on autopilot. Here are the 3 different options that you have for the Auto Saver program. First is the basic. We send a 7K exclusive collection MS-70 Silver Eagle or standard 7K label MS-70 Silver Eagle to your door every single month. Now, we run different labeled series like the US 50 State series for this tried and true collectible. This option features the steady as she goes and most popular collectible coin that has proven to be a great long-term value. Now, our variety coin. This will be quite a showcase when you're finished. These MS-70 coins tell an incredible story from start to finish, and they're delivered to your doorstep every single month. The specialty option are gold and rare silver collectible coins that are a specialty. Often these coins have a limited run of less than 500 coins in the world. With this option, you'll get a mix of both sent to your door every single month. Now, of course, these will be handpicked by our experts. Don't feel secure about storing your collection at home? No problem. We will store your collectibles for free when you actively buy a qualifying collectible coin every single month. Every month you buy is another month we store your coins for free in our private vault. These private vaults are 100% insured by Lloyd's of London. They're military grade security, have inventory management, movement tracking, electronic visibility, and like I said before, one of the coolest member benefits is free monthly storage when you're on a qualifying coin. Perhaps one of the most exciting things that we've done here at 7K as a member benefit is created what we call the Sound Money Wallet. This is a new age of precious metals that has arrived. It's 100% backed by physical inventory. You can buy it, store it, trade it, cash it out, and more. The power is back in your hands with zero hassle and zero headaches. Here's how it works. You can take cash and instantly convert your cash into gold with no fee. Take the same gold and instantly convert it back to cash at one of the best buyback rates on the market. How about silver? You can do the exact same thing. Member to member transfers. Instantly send gold, silver, or cash to other members for free. You can also take gold or silver straight to you. You can request your metals to be shipped to your door for the cost of shipping and insurance. It's that easy. It's about time gold and silver gave you the freedom that you deserve. And let me ask you something. How many of you like good deals and love to travel? Well, as a member here, one of the other benefits is our 7K Advantage Rewards program. This program is helping you live a lifestyle that only you could design. There's 800 different ways to save. Exclusive offers on travel, local restaurants, wherever you are, everyday services that you're already using, and deals on the largest name brands. Save where you have to spend so you can spend more where you want. 7K getaways. Gold and silver are essential, and we believe it's the key to living a lifestyle and creating memories that will never fade. With our company-sponsored trips, you will make memories that span the globe. Hear what one of our customers has to say. In our 17-year marriage, my wife and I have never been on a plane together, let alone to a foreign country. Because of 7K getaways, we have now been on multiple trips together to places we never thought we would go. Now, remember, as of May 2017, 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense. So owning gold and silver is great. Traveling the world is great. But if you don't have the money to do those things, it can be very, very difficult. So here at 7K, we created a way where you can share, earn points, and get paid. Every time you share it with somebody else, you generate points. So when you purchase your membership, it creates a spot in the tracking center. You have the opportunity to build two teams, your left team and your right team. Every time you get 500 points on your left and 500 points on your right, it generates a $500 commission check. Let me just show you the multiple ways to earn. Membership and renewals, monthly autosaver program, rare coin sales, and retail sales. Every time a new member joins your team or a monthly auto saver coin is ordered, whether you shared it with them or another active associate on your team, you will collect points towards a cycle check. And let me show you how to rank up to unlock max pay. As an associate, you can earn up to $500 per week. A copper, $1,000 per week. A bronze, $2,000. Silver, $3,500 per week. As a gold, $7,000 per week. An executive gold, $10,000 a week. And as a presidential gold, $12,500 a week. There are a ton of benefits here at 7K. Here are just some. Residual income for a lifetime, like I just showed you. The autosaver program, where you set it and forget it. The Advantage Rewards program, where you can travel the world and have exclusive deals on some of the best name brands and some of your local favorites. 7K limited and rare coins. The Sound Money Wallet. 1099 tax write-offs because you'll be owning and running your own business. Gold-backed IRAs. 7K healthcare program. The ability to buy precious metals at dealer direct pricing, and much, much more. So the question is, are you ready to change your life? Here are the two ways that you can get involved with us: the standard membership or the premium membership. Our standard membership is a 1-year membership. It includes the buyer certification training, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, no minimums and no maximums. The Advantage Rewards program, 3 technology credits, access to exclusive low mintage collectibles, 1 graded silver coin, and access to our exclusive Sound Money Wallet. Now, as a premium member, you get a 1-year membership, the buyer certification, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, the Advantage program. But instead of 3, you get 12 technology credits. You get access to exclusive low mintage collectibles. You get 1 MS-70 silver coin, 1 silver bullion coin, 10 business cards, 4 wealth strategy books, and access to the Sound Money Wallet, so you can begin sharing this unbelievable opportunity with others. So ask yourself, how would it feel to know that you had control over your financial future? How would your life be different if you had more time and more money to do what you love? The question is, will you join us in our mission to change the world? Pick a membership package and get started today. Thank you for spending some time with us. My name is Zach Davis.
Okay, so Zach did a really excellent job here of sharing a lot of what I wanted to cover in this. Hang on a minute. So one thing that I wanted to point out while it did it, just kind of reiterate or recap a couple of key points that he made during this presentation. The first time I watched it, what really stood out to me was when you're looking at back in 1965, when you walk into a Ford dealer with $2,500 or 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, you could walk out the door with a brand new Ford Mustang. If you took that same $2,500 into a Ford dealer today, you're looking at a down payment and another 4 years of paying off your car, depending on how you do it. But if you took 2,500 1-ounce silver coins into a Ford dealer, you'd be able to walk out with 2 brand new Ford Mustangs. So that just shows you right there the power of silver in itself in respect to the US dollar and how much the value of silver is. It's maintained its value, whereas the dollar itself has declined in, its purchasing power. And that's where, when he shared that chart with, going from back, it goes back to the early 1900s till now, what you could buy with the dollar back then versus now, it's like a huge amount. And actually up in that corner of that box up in that part of the video, it did say that if somebody's left in a will, $1 million as far as, to you say, so to speak, and you were the one who benefited by getting the money left in that will, but yet the money that was in the will declined over the same, in relation to the US dollar. As it declined, you'd end up with $40,000 to $50,000 out of that $1 million. So that just shows you over the course of time how gold and silver has maintained its value, its purchasing power. The US dollar hasn't. And then also this example with the purchasing, taking $10,000 and putting it into a house, or would you put it into gold? Well, he showed, the numbers on the returns. If you put it into a house, which, the $85,000, that is a pretty nice return. But when you take the same 10,000, if you were to put it into gold, you'd be looking at over $500,000 right now. So it just shows you. And the thing is, it's over the course of time. And that's what I'm really excited to share this opportunity with everybody, because it's not like you have to go out and buy $10,000 worth of gold or silver. You could do this with their autosaver, the low package autosaver that they have that you can actually do comes out to $3.86 a day. So it's 160 with shipping and insurance for the autosaver. It comes out to $116 a month. So if you could put in, like I said, attribute this kind of like a 401k where, if you just set that money aside, because everybody should be saving something anyways per month. And I know a lot of times because with the way the economy is, when people tend to save, they tend to put it like into a savings account or like a money market account or something like that, where they're as soon as something comes up, they're jumping to take the money out of there. But with 7K, they actually have the ability to, like with the Sound Money Vault, you can actually handle it like a 401k. Like with a 401k, if there's an emergency that comes up, say you need like $2,000 or whatever for like like a car repair or something, and you didn't have the money, but you didn't want to, so you didn't have it saved, so you didn't want to put it on a credit card. So if you went and requested the money from your 401k, like sometimes there's stipulations as to why you need to do it, but I know they all offer a personal loan, because when I used to have mine, that's one thing that I used it for, was a personal loan. It's going to take you anywhere minimum of 3 days, but generally 3 to 5 days before you actually get that money from your 401k plan, because you have to do the paperwork, then you're paying expedited extra fees in order to get it sent to you quicker, or transfer to your bank quicker. And so by the time you're paying all this extra money up front just to get the money, and then like I said, it usually takes minimum 3, typically more so generally 5 days to get it. But like with the Sound Money wallet, what in the vault, even if you had the coins or the gold or whatever you get sent to you, you contact them, they send you a form, and then you fill out the form and you put down everything that you're sending back. You FedEx it back to them. They get it in 2 days. They look at it, make sure that everything looks good, inspect it, and then the value of the gold or silver, what you have at the time that you send it, that they receive it, and they put it into their system. Then they give the amount and it's wire transferred to your bank. Okay, so that's one way to do it. But if it's in the Sound Money wallet or the Sound Money Vault, that can be instantaneously done within the same day. Say if it's you called up at noon or something, or you started the process. I want to transfer $2,000 into my bank account. They could actually handle it, boom, 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 where it actually gets wire transferred to your bank that day. So it's not like if saving with this, you aren't able to use them, the gold or silver or liquidate. There is that option. Now, of course, what he's showing here is over the course of time, it does build value. And then also, like he used the example of the Silver Eagle. If you bought or purchased one MS-70 Silver Eagle, rated Silver Eagle, from the 1986 when they first came out till now, you'd spend, again, roughly $40,000 to $50,000. But at the end, today that's worth over $1.2 million. So you see that type of return. I mean, who wouldn't love to have like a $40,000 or $50,000 investment turn into $1.2 million? It's like, an insane return rate. So that's something to keep in mind. And like I said, this is something that over the course of time, it does build value. And then also on top of it, not only are you physically having gold and silver or saving in gold and silver, which is everybody should have some percentage of what they save in that form, like in the form of precious metals, because it's going to, you look at it over the course of time, gold and silver has always been something that has held its value, but it's also been something that it's people fall back on. Like the biggest problem that the United States has seen of the value of the dollar in decline has been when Nixon took the U.S. dollar off the gold standard. So it was, instead of it being backed by physical gold, it's being backed by nothing. Just pretty much kind of like government promises that this currency is worth X amount. This is how you need to transact in fiat currency, paper money. But that's from that point in the 70s till now. That's when the biggest drop was. So that's where kind of look at this, like I said, like a 401k, and like even when on a personal, when I first started getting started with this back in December of last year, when it was introduced to me, it was kind of a no-brainer, because from a collecting standpoint, I've always been into collecting. Like I started a tradition with my family where we're collect actually copper coins, where they're minted copper coins that they have the date of the year or whatever on there, and even sometimes they were bars of copper that I would get them, and that was just something. Kind of like a tradition, like every year at Christmas time we would have that. But then when this came out with the silver coins here, and let me show you one here real quick. It just made sense to me, but not from that standpoint. When I saw how the value of it could grow, for saving for college or putting something, aside for myself down the future. That's what really caught my attention. That's what I focused on, because my youngest son just graduated graduated high school 2 Sundays ago. They had the ceremony, and I'm really proud of him. But at the same time, that's why I did when I started doing this. It's okay. So yeah, it was just that short-term thing, but I was, I'm starting to, put away something towards helping him. Okay, that's just another avenue of doing it. But then also before last November, my pop passed away, and before he passed away, like he spent the last 3 or 4 months of his life. One of the things he was looking into was gold, and he had touched. We had talked about it a few times, him and I, and it's like, but he never got into too much of the specifics of, what like this presentation here showed, as far as being able to have it build wealth over time. But that's one of the things he looked into, because he wanted to, see if there's some way that he could use the money that he still had at that time to make his sons and grandsons' future more secure. So that's something that he was looking into. But then when he passed away in November, and then in December when this was introduced to me, and I saw this presentation, and then I joined right away, and then I started going through the training and everything that they teach you in their training, which it's not super long. It's really insightful training. It made me realize that this is why he was doing what he was doing all along. Okay, so even at the end of his life, he was still looking at saving in the form of gold and silver. But then now here, my son is graduating high school, and this is like his graduation gift is a membership to 7K. So this way he can start building his own generational wealth, where he can start now doing something month by month, each month, and start putting away something that's going to build in value. Okay, but then on top of it, the cherry on top is 7K's a compensation plan. And it's just phenomenal. So literally, I did some numbers, and I'm just going to share that with you here, and then I'll show you this graded coin. Excuse me. Okay, so if you paid the basic membership or the basic auto savers, it comes out to $3.86 a day. Once you qualify as an associate, your monthly income just from it qualifying as associate and having the points underneath you, because that's why this whole thing right now, it's critical to work as a team, but it's critical also to get in at the beginning, because where your position is, the more people that are going to be below you, and the more people's points that you're going to actually benefit from. And I'll explain that here in a minute too. But you can actually, just as a basic member, as an associate, if you went with the basic and you qualified as an associate, your income per month would be like $2,166. So literally you're in essence getting your auto saver and your membership and everything for free. Okay. And it is very attainable. And it's not something where it's like, I'll never be able to do that, because like with what I'm sharing with you here is, working together as a team. That's what I want to do is, I'm going to help you qualify and rank up, because this is, out of everything that I've ever seen online, especially in the last 5 years, this is the one true program and company that will actually pays it forward. And it helps you by paying it forward by sharing, but also at the same time, they're paying you in order to do it. It's just like, it's like advertising. Instead, like if you went to their website and you went to their website, it's going to ask you who referred you to their website, because they want to pay it forward. They know that somebody introduced you to 7K. So they're more like, okay, well, who did that? So we can have you sign up underneath them and actually earn from in the process. Okay. So it's like I said, it's a whole paid forward thing. And bear with me one second, let me sip of water here. And so, yeah, so it's something like I said, you're even as an associate, your income potential per month is $2,166. Like the one I want to point out too is they pay weekly. It's not something where you have to wait 30 days. Like most typical affiliate programs and things out there, you have to wait X amount of, usually like a 30-day period, and wherever you go, the first of the month or 15th month or whatever, that's when they pay you, or it's 30 days after somebody signs up or whatever. No, this is stuff that, once you qualify as an associate or a higher, and your point totals are where they are, then at the levels they need to be, you get that check weekly. And when I'll get to that in a moment here, as far as the offer, and then when I show that to you, it'll make complete sense, because you're thinking, well, how's it going to be weekly? That's something that I'll share with you. But just real quick, so he made the reference to the silver coin. Okay, so this is a 2020 MS70 Silver Eagle. It's graded in MS70s. That means it's a perfectly graded coin. It's graded by NGC, the Numismatic Grading Corporation. And when they grade something, they put a barcode on it, they put a serial number on it. It's traceable, it's trackable. And this right here, it's got at the top there, it's kind of hard to see because of the light and angle. This top part here, it's got the 7K label. So it's like an exclusive series to 7K. So like in this case here, right now, this is on the autosaver for the basic package, and every month they'll send you an MS70 silver graded coin. And in order to get a coin graded, with NGC, all these grading companies, they charge a membership fee, and that's just how they do it. Even if you went to like sports cards or something like that, they charge a membership fee. You have your Amazon Prime. You're purchasing from them, yet you're paying extra for this Prime service, which they try to make it sound like you're getting exclusive deal, which you are kind of. But if you ever, by the way, a little tip here, if you're not a Prime member, your difference in shipping, if that's why you do it for quick shipping, is usually just a day. Because that's one thing I refuse to do is go with the Prime membership. It's like I always get stuff within just a day longer than what they say with Prime. So anyways, but like with the membership, it's $25. Okay, in order to have a coin graded, it's $35. So in order to have one coin graded, it's $60. And then on top of it, you don't know if the coin that you have is going to come back in MS70. What 7K is guaranteeing with their autosaver is that you're going to get an MS70 perfectly graded coin. So what that means to you is, like, if you ever wanted to liquidate it, you can obviously go through 7K. That would be my first recommendation. There's also, they do have a Facebook group where there's you can trade and sell stuff to different members there too. But also, if you walked into like a coin shop or like a gold and silver place and you had one of these, if you walked in with a raw coin, they're going to say, well, this is the value. They'll look at the stock value of the day, okay, which is just the raw metal value. It's not the actual minted graded coin value. And say, well, it's showing at like $28 an ounce. And so they're going to say, but our cost is this. By the time you walk out, you're getting like maybe $21 for it. $22 or something. And then, but if you walked in with this, it's perfectly graded. They know it's going to retain its value and then grow something. You're always going to have command top dollar for it. So that's the advantage of having a graded coin. Plus, I wanted to share something with you. You're wondering what, it's like, Rick, why would I want to grade it, buy a graded coin or something, or, a collectible? There's a reason for that. Okay. And one of it is there are tax benefits because collectibles are not one of the things that the government listed as reportable. So like if this case here, so like say, I'll just use this as an example. Say if you went to sell one of these and you paid, say 100, we'll just use an even number, $100 now. And like a year from now, you went and sold it and you knew what the value you got was $200. That $100 difference is not reportable. You do not have to report that here in the United States. Okay, so that's something, there is a tax advantage to it. And that's the reason why they're referring to it as collectibles. But with your autosaver, you don't necessarily, their autosaver is set up so you can do it without thinking about, you just pick a day of the month and then you go from there. That way, that day of the month, they send you an email saying, hey, we charged your credit card or, you debited your bank card, X amount of dollars, depending on your package. And then the next, they'll let you know, they send you a receipt. Then they send you an email with the tracking number and everything of your autosaver shipment. And that way it goes out the door that day. And then, unless of course, if it's a Sunday, Sundays, it doesn't ship out, I don't think. But if, depending on when your autosaver is, so they send you an email with the tracking number. So you can track it coming to you. And then 2 days later, when it's delivered, they send you an email saying, hey, your package was delivered. This way, everything is traceable. So they're watching from their end. And it's also to protect your savings and in your investment. Okay. So that's how thorough their system is. But then on top of it, with the membership packages at the time when I joined, it was like right before Christmas. It was, literally 2 weeks to the day before Christmas. Okay. When I was introduced to this. And so it's like, I was a little bit tight because I had already spent, had purchased Christmas presents and everything. So I just went with the basic membership and then also the standard membership and the basic autosaver. So with the standard membership, you do get, they do send you a graded silver coin. The one I received was an MS69 as part of the standard package of the welcome introductory package, which is still just a hair shy of being perfect, but it still holds a high value. And then they also send you this Miles Standish American Silver Eagle book, which covers the history of the American Silver Eagle. And then it also, even in some of the pages, it shows the number of perfectly graded coins that were graded for that series, going back to 1986. And this is all the number that were graded as of the production of this book. So you do get something for it, but then at the same time, you're also getting so much more. So it's not just like I hit some people say, well, why is there a membership fee? Well, they have to, for them to actually send you an MS70 perfectly graded coin, not every coin they're going to get from the mint is going to be perfect. You think that it would be, but there's a percentage that are not going to be perfect. So they're getting this dealer direct pricing. So there's a mint and it goes to the dealer and then 7K buys it from them. So they're getting that price, that really good price. So there's not all these markups, because if you bought it from either a coin dealer or some other place online, each person that handles it usually does their markup, which in this case here, 7K is giving you the dealer price that they got. Okay. Because the volume that they have, because they went and purchased X amount to store just for you and I to get perfectly, graded coins. So they get them order. They send them out to NGC, have all these coins graded, and then they store them, waiting for your autosaver. So that's part of their overhead. But as you see, and I'll show you in 2 slides here, the benefits that they give you is phenomenal. And like I said, this is the biggest pay it forward program I've ever seen. So just like when you look at it, and I'll go over everything here in a brief second. Just look at it, like I said, as like a 401k thing where you're going to save X amount per month, and that's going to build your wealth, your long-term wealth but at the same time, you're going to get paid for doing that. This is like a win-win situation. That's why I'm really excited to share this with everybody. And I had no bones about sharing it because it's like, I looked at this, I'm like, everybody's got to know about this. I, even with, my company Work Smarter for You, I'm a marketing consultant for various businesses, local and online. But also when I saw this, I started mentioning this to them as well, because it's like, hey, most people are not aware of this. And so even from a business perspective, when you've seen the return on your investment, so to speak, your ROI, it's just phenomenal. You can't get that with pretty much anything that you do. So that's why I'm really excited to share this with you. So before we continue, I just want to go over real quick about 7K. You can look them up online, but this is it's probably about 8 or 9 days now goes when I put the slide together. This is their reading from the Better Business Bureau. They have a plus Better Business Bureau rating. It's a tongue twister. It's A plus. Out of 40 customer reviews, they have 4.5 out of 5 stars. So that's really, really good. They've had 0 customer complaints, which is phenomenal. They do have a physical building. So they are a legitimate business. They have an actual business. You can walk into their front door and deal directly with people there. And so that they do have a physical location in Idaho Falls, Idaho. They have a phone number you can call and actually talk to anybody during the normal business hours. But what I want to really point out is they have a tremendous customer support. They have after hour chat and everything. So you would just be on your website and, hit the chat button, and they are very highly responsive. And 90% of what you're going to ask them, they pretty much have the answers for you right away. But in sometimes it's something that it might be for a different department that they can't handle. You get an answer very first thing the next morning. In fact, I've even had, when I was going through some of the training, I had a couple questions as to why, what something meant. And even one time I got a phone call from one of the customer service reps. So they are really on the ball. I cannot speak highly enough of their customer support, because what they've really just done a tremendous job putting some great people to work, hire some great people so that they can provide us with the best service. But at the same time, so it's like they are, like I said, if you were in Idaho Falls, Idaho, you can walk in the front door. So that's the benefit of 7K versus a lot of the other stuff that you might see or hear online. A lot of it is all virtual, where you don't even know where the place is. And, whether you're talking to somebody live, 50%, I'd say, even more than that, probably about 80% of the time, they don't have like a live customer support or somebody you can actually call and say, hey, I have a question on this, because it's all virtual. And a lot of it is like with this case here, that's the benefit of 7K. They're a legitimate company. They have a building, they have an A plus Better Business Bureau rating. You can call them up, you can do your stuff online, however you want to do it, but they're there for you. Okay. And then the founders of 7K were Zach Davis, Richard Ball, and Josh Anderson. And Zach's been the one that shared that video with us. So that's who Zach is. The name Richard Ball, that might look familiar to you. In the presentation, Zach mentioned that one of the owners was the founder of a $2 billion company. And that actually is Richard Ball. He is actually the founder of Melaleuca. So it shows you how Melaleuca's been around for like a couple decades now, and they're still going strong. So there's like a $2 billion company is, one of the owners here is the one who put together 7K. And then there's Josh Anderson. So what they did is they decided they wanted to figure out a way for the average everyday person like you and I to save in the form of precious metals and take advantage of how powerful it is, and it's something like it's where they want to make sure the everyday person had the opportunity to do it, because it shouldn't be based on your income or how much, you shouldn't have to save X amount. For a lot of companies out there, they'll base their pricing off of the more you buy, the cheaper, or the cheaper the price is. But in this case here, with what 7K did is whether you buy one of these coins or you buy 100 or 1,000 of them, your piece price is going to still be the same. So that's something phenomenal that they did. So like with the membership in that's kind of like all incorporated into it. It's like a lot of everything that they did to make this the most user-friendly type way of saving. they've gone out of their way to do that. And then the fact that they pay it forward, it's like, if you go to a movie or a restaurant or something like that, and you enjoy the food at the restaurant or enjoy the movie, and you walk out and tell friends, if they go to the movie theater or the restaurant to eat, the restaurant and the movie theater doesn't turn around and pay you for it. They're like, well, thanks. You're doing it by your word of mouth. And this is probably pretty much what 7K is doing. They're growing their business, and they've been growing in leaps and bounds here over the last couple of months, just by word of mouth. And that's how they wanted to do it. They wanted to make it easy for you and I, but at the same time, they wanted to reward you and I just for sharing this opportunity. Okay. So with the membership package, you get, like, this is the book I was showing you, this American Silver Eagle. Okay. And on the left here is my MS-70 coin. The one I've been showing here on the right is the MS-69, the one that I got with my membership package. So you do get something for it. If you go with the premium membership, there's more to it, but they also have a plus membership. So he explained in the video the standard and then the premium, but there's actually 3 membership packages. There's the standard at $199, the plus at $359, and the premium at $499. And I did have one person ask me if they offered a graded gold coin on their monthly autosaver. And as of this very moment, they don't. But I did contact 7K, and they said that in July they're planning to offer a graded gold coin as part of one of their autosaver packages. So that's something, if that's what you were looking into or thinking of as you're watching this presentation, that's something that's coming up. But each time you, with the membership, each time that somebody signs up under you, they're attached to you, okay? Because you're sharing your website link. When you create your membership, you create a username. And that's where what I'm going to share with you comes into play. But you create your username, and that username goes at the end of your 7K Metals link. So mine is 7K www.7kmetals.com/RickF. Okay, so my first name and first letter, my last name. Okay, so your username is actually the website you refer. So when you refer people, you just give them that link, and like it takes them to your own personal website, and it's got the same 3 videos that I mentioned earlier, where they're like a bite-sized, gigantic overview of what 7K is all about. And then there's a button right below that for the person to say, I think it says something like "Sounds good, I'm in," or "That's simple, I'm in." And then you click that, and then the first page that comes up is they ask for who referred you, and that's where, like, you would put my name, Rick F, as far as who referred you if you went through my link. And if somebody else went through your link, they would put your username, and that's how it gets attached to you. So there's no bones, there's no way of you not getting credit for the person that you have sign up. Okay. But at the same time, as soon as somebody does sign up, you will actually get an email that says, "Hey, congratulations, so-and-so just signed up, using your link." And you have 36 hours to put them on your left or right. So in your back office, as soon as somebody joins, because this is binary, so you have a left leg and a right leg, so to speak, you always want to keep things going back and forth, left and right, left and right, left and right. So when somebody joins, they go into this area that's called the holding tank, and I'll show you that after after you create your membership. I'll show you how to do that. But you just put everybody in your holding tank, and then you have 36 hours to go to your left or right. If you don't mark the holding tank, it'll just, however you have your back set where it's left and right, they'll automatically by default go into that right away. But so you want to put them in the holding tank, which it sounds confusing. It's not. It's just a click of a button. And then when they join, when you see the email, you just go into your back office and you say, "I want them on your left or right." Okay. And like I said, you want to keep them going back and forth. But say if it's important to keep an eye on that, because if you post this on your Facebook page or whatever, your referral link or your website, and say 5 people, like, "Oh, Karen or Bob, or they're starting to do this," and they look, and you had like 5 people or something join on the same day, and you didn't have them set to your autosave or your holding tank, they would go into one leg or the other leg. They wouldn't go back and forth because you didn't have it checked. Okay. And so, like I said, that's something I'll share with you after you create your membership. But each time, like a standard membership is purchased, you get the 50 points, the plus is 100, and the premium is 150. So you can see right there in those points how those affect your left or right leg. Okay. But then also those people, when they have their autosaver shipped, the points that are attributed to their autosaver, which is 15, 30, or 15, 20, or 30 points. Those, like in this case here, so it'd be 15, 20, or 30 points. Those actually go into your left or right leg too. So the purchases that the people in your downline make go towards the points they not only go towards that person, but they also go towards you. So like when you create your membership, and you'll get, you'll have this one section, which is called loyalty rewards. So this is another perk that they have. So every time you purchase something, you get, like for the basic, even though it only goes towards like 15 points towards somebody else's downline, for me, they give me 30 points as loyalty rewards. And what it is each time your monthly shipment goes out, you get, depending on your package, for me, for the basic, it was 30. Those 30 points go into my loyalty rewards, these things. And then if you sign up somebody, you get 100 points per sign up. So every time you sign up somebody, you get 100. And then every time you make an autosaver purchase, you get 30 points. So you're accumulating points that way, separate from your downline. And what's the perk in this is that those points you can redeem for actual graded silver and different options, and gold, and different collectibles. So they have a separate section where, based on your loyalty reward points, there's certain things that you can get for free. Okay, so that's another thing. So like, that's one way you can get your silver or gold for free. But then also, by qualifying as an associate, you're going to earn enough money actually to literally pay for your silver and gold and your membership. Okay, so it's like you're with a profit. Okay, so that's something, this, like when you see this thing, it's like the most incredible opportunity and company I've ever had the chance to work with. Okay, so just to recap the autosaver, there's 3 different plans right now. There's the basic, it's 105, the variety is 139, and specialty is 309. Like right now, the basic is the American Eagle State Series, and those are an MS-70 coin. The variety is the Animal State Series. So that's for the US, and it's like those are colorized coins, and those are graded MS-70. Then also there's a specialty, which I believe them for the month of May, it was a 2-ounce limited edition silver coin that was graded that they had. So like I said, it's like everything that they have is you're getting tremendous value. But like, just think too, so he made reference to that collecting an MS-70 Silver Eagle every month since it came out. I'd be worth over 1.2 million. In this case here with the State Collector Series set, my short-term goal is over the next 4 years to put together the entire 50 state set. Okay, so from a collector standpoint, if anybody who's into collecting would understand the value of it, but if you said, hey, I've got the 50 state series Silver Eagle graded MS-70, so you have all 50 states perfectly graded MS-70, there'd be a ton of collectors chomping at the bit to get their hands on that, because they would have the opportunity to get 50 perfectly graded coins, and one for each state of the United States. So that's just so that's my personal goal. But so yeah, so these prices are without the shipping and handling, or shipping and insurance. So like for the basic, it's 116. So figure probably about the insurance can probably be a little bit more based on the value of these, but figure out about another, anywhere from 11 to probably 13 or $14, depending on which package you choose. Okay, so then a lot of the numbers I'm giving you here is if you want with the standard membership at $199 and the basic autosaver at $105 per month. But basic comes out to $3.86 a day. Okay, so how do you become an associate or above? And I have this income disclosure thing up here because as part of, we're talking about money and the potential of earning money. And a lot of this does depend on your efforts, but that's where what I'm offering you today to work together as a team. And that's my special offer, where something that we would work together as a team. It's not my team. It's not your team. It's our team, because in order to rank up to the level of executive gold, which is $12,500 per week, $12,500 per week, you're looking at, you're if you go full out into this, and that's your goal to hit, you're looking at over like $600,000 a year just from sharing this great opportunity. So that would be your income. And then even if you went with the basic and you hit those numbers, you might talk about a return on investment. Yeah, so that's something, just think about that. That's where together working as a team, that's how you rank up, because you can have so many direct referrals, but at the same time, you need to help your downline and the people below you as well rank up. So it's not just get 24, not just get 28 direct referrals and let them do all the work. No, because it's, as you'll see, a lot of people right away, they're thinking there's a catch to this, but there's no catch. You get physical gold or silver, depending on what you pick. The points are accumulated. As soon as you hit a left and a right, you qualify as an associate. So even if you did like bare minimum work, and you're by default, you're going to be hitting those points, because the more people that join below you, the more those you earn off of their points from their autosavers and their separate purchases. Okay, so you get the points on the points that you specifically on your autosaver. Those points will go into your downline, your left or right. When someone joins under you, those points will go to you. When that person enrolls in the autosaver, those points will go towards your left and right. And then people, like I said, you have your own separate website. And so when people would make like a separate purchase from your website, and they don't even have to be a member to purchase from your website, any points associated with what they purchased, those goes towards you. And they have a lot of items. They even have jewelry and a lot of different like collectible gift type items. They even have like the pendant necklaces. They have cufflinks. They have pins, and they have like a lot of graded coins and different collectibles that aren't graded as well, but limited edition. So they do have several items that it's like right now it's graduation time. So they have, this is a perfect type thing for like purchasing or something as a gift for graduation, a wedding, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, and somebody's birthday. So there's so many options here. And that would even like like I said, that's my gift to my son for his graduation, is a membership. And I did actually purchase one of the things for him, because this is such a valuable thing. And just being able to learn about saving in precious metals and see what it can do for you over the course of time is really eye-opening. Okay, so it's something that everybody should look into. But even I will say this, even in their training, when they're going through their training, they even talk about what other things that you should look into as far as saving in form, like whether it's real estate or crypto. They do make reference to different, being diversified, but just to make sure that you consider a portion of your portfolio or how you save in the form of precious metals. And with this presentation I'm sharing with you today, you've seen the value of that. Okay, so just real quick to go over how that works. Say this is you. The very first direct referral you get, the very first two, you want to have one on your left and one on your right. You'll see why this is important here, is to make sure that you go left, right, left, right. So once you hit those first two referrals, just two referrals, you qualify as an associate. Okay. So once you qualify as an associate and your downline are the people that you referred, and the people that they refer, once you hit 500 points, that's when you get a check for $500. Okay. And so like and right now they've been doing something special since the end of last year, where if you qualify as an associate, but you're not quite at the 500, like if you had a minimum of 250 points on your left and right, they would issue a payment of $250. Okay. And just a real quick side note, with your very first initial payment that you make, they do hold, they say, I asked them when I got my first commission, I said, well, when's it available or when can I access it? And they say within 7 to 10 days. The very first payment that you get, they do hold it just kind of like a checks and balance thing. And then also that's what I want to point out too, is that creating your membership, when you create your membership, you do need to put your social security number in there, or and also have your state ID. At some point, you have to scan and send them a copy of the front and back of your driver's license. And this is part of the checks and balancing because you're dealing with money and you're dealing with gold and silver and precious metals. And so by law, they need that information because like with the compensation checks and that, this is where a lot of stuff online, there are companies out there online or opportunities online where they have you put in your business your business ID or business tax ID or your social security number, but a great majority of them don't. And they are 7K is 100% legitimate as far as creating the opportunity for you to save and actually earn from this. So because you're earning from the program or saving, there's taxes are involved. So they don't take taxes out of each payment that you get. So you have to kind of calculate that on your own. And I can touch on that more after you create your membership on what I would recommend. So yeah, and just make sure that your shipping address matches your ID, your driver's license here in the United States or state ID or your formal identification in other countries. Make sure that it matches because that's part of the checks and balances too. And how they do that is your very first shipment, regardless if you want to get involved in the autosaver, the Sound Money wallet or Sound Money vault, you do have to have your very first shipment sent to you. That's another one of their checks and balances to make sure that you are who you say you are and your address is what it is. And so that's part of what they do. So just make sure that it matches your state ID or your personal ID. I mean, as far as like your country's ID. Okay, once you get your left and right referral, your next goal is to help or is for that person to become an associate as well. So you see how it's paying it forward. So in order for you to rank up from an associate, your people below you each need to become an associate. So they each need to have a left and a right. And then the very next 2 direct referrals you get, those that'll qualify you as a copper. So that'll qualify you as $1,000 per month, or I'm sorry, $1,000 per week. So you look at $52,000 per week as if you qualify as a copper. As an associate, you're getting $500 a week, which translates into $2,166, $26,000 a year. So you see how this is. You can either, if you want to just do this as something on the side, the thing about it is by default, even if you put minimal effort in this, you're going to qualify as an associate at some point if we work together and we do this right. Okay. So that's where you can actually add an extra, even if you weren't going to like go all out and share this with everybody, which to me, I think that you should, because this is a phenomenal opportunity. And I'm hoping that you're seeing everything here, the value of this, because you're literally, by saving, you're paying yourself. Not only in the fact that you have physical gold or silver and you're building wealth that way, but you're actually earning income in the process. This is like a huge win-win situation here. So that's why you see the value of paying it forward. And that's what they want. It's truly one of those things that you really need to do work as a team on in order to rank up and max out pay. Okay, so I did this just to kind of give you a bite-sized way of looking at it. But this is realistically how it would work, how it look. This would be your first direct left and right. Then you help them become an associate, that person become an associate. Then your very next direct referral. When you go across here, that would qualify you as a copper. And then your next goal is to help these people qualify. And in the process, because this is a pay it forward thing, these people here that are qualified as associates, at one of the levels, you have to have at least 2 coppers below you. Okay, so in order to qualify for a bronze, your 2 associates below you have to rank up to copper. Okay, so they wouldn't need another having this person become an associate and then another direct referral left and right. And that's how they qualify as a copper. So you'd have 2 coppers below you, and that's, qualifies you as a bronze, which takes you to $2,000 a month, which is $104,000 a year. Okay, so here's just a breakdown real quick of the potential that you have. Like I said, a lot of it depends on how much you share the opportunity, how much you should get. I mean, like after you create your membership, I'll get in touch with you and tell you which videos in the back office you should probably go through right away or fairly quick. And it's stuff that you don't have to sit down and just stop everything you're doing and do it today. Even with there's a training and the stuff they have in the back office with the videos and stuff that you should go through, you can watch part of it and then stop it. And then when you go back into it, it'll pick up where you left off. So it's not like something where you have to, like some stuff you have to always go back to the beginning. But in this case here, they'll pick up right where you left off. Okay. So anyways, the rankings are associate, copper. Copper's $1,000 per week. Bronze is $2,000 per week. And these are your point totals here, your weekly point volume. The silver is 3,500 and per week. And I want to point this one out here because 7K is constantly figuring out ways to pay it forward to everybody. What they're doing, if you qualify as a silver within the first 45 days, first 90 days, and you hold that rank for 45 days. So say 3 months from now at the end of June, July, at the end of August, you're qualified, you're ranked up to a silver and you maintain it for 45 days. What they do is an added bonus. What they do is their 7K is going to give you a 100-ounce silver bar. So when right now the value of the silver bar is like the 100-ounce silver bar is like around $3,200. So just their way of appreciating what you're doing and helping share this great opportunity with people, they're rewarding with you. So they're giving you that for free. Okay. And what they typically do is they like to make a big deal out of it. And, if they have events throughout the year, they just had one a couple weekends ago where I found that at that event, they gave out over $72,000 worth of gold and silver and rewards and prizes and stuff. But in this case, I hear a lot of them were the 100-ounce silver bars, and they usually call you up on stage and present it to you. But like if you're in a different country or something, you can't make them. They do make arrangements if you're not able to get to the events that they have. But in this case here, that's what they like to do, it kind of like a special extra recognition where they just call you up on stage, say that you qualified as a silver and here's your silver bar, and everybody cheers for you and everything. So it's really, really sweet what they do, because think about it, even at some point, like you say, a year from now or something, you ran into some financial thing where you need something to bail you out or help you out, or you could actually even sell back that silver bar to them. I mean, so that's just saying, like I said, there's so many things that they're doing to help their people out. It's really just an incredible company. And that's why I'm really glad to share this with you guys. And I hope that everybody's really understanding that here today. So after the silver, it's the gold. So gold is $7,000 per week. Executive gold is $10,000 and presidential gold is $12,500. So just to wrap up the income disclosure thing, when they put these numbers here together, this was going from November of 2016 to October of last year, 2020. At the time, out of the people that were, these statistics were based on the people that had received some form of compensation or commission from 7K during that period. So out of all the people that from 2016 to 2020 that were actually receiving some sort of income from 7K, 92% of them made up the associate rank. So that's where people had the left and right and they were hitting the 500 points. Okay. So that's 92. So the bulk of them hit that, because a lot of times people, they'll join, they get excited about it, and all of a sudden they stop sharing. This is something that you should share with everybody that you know. And like, especially like if you have like a company, you work at a company or something like that, where there's 5 or 6 people that, that are doing 401k or whatever, they're even investing in stuff or saving stuff, share it with them, because once they see the value of this, is something they're going to jump at, because you're, like I said, you're not only getting it, the physical gold and silver, but you're getting paid in the process if you do it right. So out of these numbers, 6% were copper, 1% were bronze, less than 1% were silver, and it goes the same for gold and executive gold. So out of what you're talking, thousands of people here. So this is the percentage breakdown, but there are people that are making the gold commissions weekly and the executive gold. Okay. So just to recap what you get with your membership, you get access to the Sound Money Vault, you get the autosaver program. So you're going to, regardless of once you sign up for the autosaver, your price is going to be that for the year. And, basically you get your Silver Eagle, or depending on which package you go with. So you get the autosaver program. They do offer healthcare. How many online opportunities show you the opportunity to get healthcare? None. This is actually the first one that I've ever been associated with it, that I found out that actually has a healthcare program. But then on top of it, they offer a gold-backed IRA. So that just shows you that what they're doing is they're going out of their way to make the associates and the people that share this opportunity, they're giving them every opportunity to be successful. So like if you just wanted to do this as a part-time thing or something in line with what you're doing with your normal job or your normal career, you could do that. Or some people are actually even making this a full-time career. And by doing that, you do have these options, the healthcare, the gold-backed IRA if you wanted to go that route. So there's different things that they're doing. And like any other company, I'm sure they do have open enrollment periods. So if you miss it or whatever, it's something that would come back up. But then also I do know they offer supplemental insurance. So if your insurance isn't the greatest or whatever, and you wanted to get something to supplement, they do offer that too. You get dealer direct pricing. You get extremely rare and limited 7K edition coins. There's 1099 tax advantages because once you start earning commissions and are sharing this opportunity, you're going to have different tax write-offs of tax advantages, so to speak, because you're sharing the opportunity. And even in this case here, in order to be able to earn a commission with 7K, you have to have a membership. So that's something I would talk to your CPA or your accountant about as far as even having your cost of your membership as a tax deduction, because it's actually a fee, and it's just a fee to actually be a part or, to take part in this. Okay. So as an expense, you have the rollback IRA, the 7K advantage, which regardless if you use it or not, you get it. And it's just like, it's something that you can do on your phone, have an app on your phone too, where you just put in your city or, wherever you're at, and it'll show you the discounts and stuff for the businesses and the restaurants or whatever, even hotels and travel stuff that are in there as well. So there's a lot of advantage to just using that. Even if you use it like once or twice a year, it's still going to save you some money. Okay. Then you get the residual income for a lifetime. And then you get the direct sales, e-commerce sales from your website. Okay. So it says a replicated website where guests can purchase gold and silver at retail prices at 7K will pay you a commission on each sale. So it's something, there's a benefit towards that too. Okay. So they really, if you're not seeing this, I'm not sure. It's a great opportunity. And if everybody should be saving something anyways. In this case here, it's helped me even save a little bit more towards helping my son in his college. Okay. And at the same time, even if, with, it being his graduation present, that's something, just think about it. Even just give this as a graduation present, give like the, membership to somebody and then say, okay, well, I'll pay you for your membership. And then if you can save $116 per month, this is what your potential is. Okay. But like I said, this is a way to really build true generational wealth. And it's something that, one thing I did want to point out to you, right, is comment that something that your financial advisors and banks don't want you to know. The thing is, they may recommend that you have like a small portion of your portfolio or, oh, we want to invest so much in gold and silver. But the thing about it is, they don't want you to know about how you can do it yourself. This is stuff you can all do yourself. You don't have to rely on going to the bank, going to your financial advisor, or having a broker or something handle something where they don't want you to know that, because then they can't use your money. You're using your money. You're avoiding them as a middleman. You're not having to pay some of these extra fees. You can do this all yourself. And it is so simple to set up. It is similar to just setting up a 401k. How much percentage you want to come out of your check? That's how much they're going to take. Here with 7K, hey, I want to do the 105 a month auto saver. You click that. You have 5 days to choose from. There's the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, and 26th. You pick a date, and that's how you see how you can actually qualify for the weekly checks, because not everybody's going to have the exact same ship date. By them offering those 5 different ship dates, your point totals are going to be staggered throughout the month. So you see how that works. And when you have the sooner you get in and sooner you create your membership, like creating your membership date, it's gonna pay for itself and expound over time, because you've got more and more people coming up below you, and those points all flow up to you. Okay. So it's like, the last thing I want to point out to you is there is per household, there's a maximum of 2 people per household. So that can create a membership. So you can do, like, if you're watching this and your spouse, say your husband, you say, hey, my husband would like to do this, or I could have him sign up They would have to sign up under you, or vice versa. If you were watching this and your wife, you think you'd want to have your wife doing this. So you could have two per household, but they have to have different social security numbers. Obviously, your husband and wife, or maybe it's you and your son or daughter. But the second person has to sign up from that person in the household. You can't have two separate teams per household. The only other way that you could have two separate teams yourself is if you personally own a business. Okay. Like I have my business Work Smarter for You. And then I have my own social security number as my personal tax ID. So you could create a membership with your social security number and then also create one with your business tax ID, but they would have to be different. Okay. So that's the one way that you could do two yourself. But like I say here, with what I want to share with you today, I want to work together as a team. So what I want to do is help you qualify as quickly as possible as an associate. My first goal for everybody here that's on our team is to have everybody rank as an associate. Okay. And in the process, then we'll rank up together and everything. And that's what I want to share with everybody. It's like, I'm doing this because I know that everybody can benefit from this. Everybody should be able to, literally, you are going to be getting your gold and silver for free, depending on how much effort you put into it. If you do nothing, it's like, say, if you just wanted to create a membership and not do the worry about earning an income from it, by default, if this is done correctly, you will earn at some point. Okay. Even if you don't want to, you're going to get a bonus check at some point, or, a payment. So this is something that it's a great opportunity. I really look forward to working with you, because together I know that we can actually, as a team, you can crush this. You can actually literally increase your income, double and triple it. And like, if you could actually think about this, if you're set your sights high, say, aim for silver. Say, what, I'm going to do my best to get silver in 90 days, and do what you can to do it. And the thing is, the key to this is working as a team. And I'm just going to say this, because it is important. And I'm like, examples, the person that introduced this to me, I'd like to do the song "Take the Money and Run," but it's kind of what they did, unfortunately. They shared the opportunity with me, but they've done really nothing since then to help me rank up to achieve success. So they were looking at the quick money, like, oh, I can just get X amount of people in position here and here and here, and then get their payment. But the key to doing this is making it a team effort, because then, when you do this here, in order for you to qualify as copper, you have to make sure that your two direct referrals are as associates, that they become associates. So you see how that works? It's not just, okay, I want to refer you, and then I'll let you worry about this, and then I'm just going to get one more. Yeah, theoretically, if you have somebody that's aggressive, or if you know of some people, like 5 or 6 people right away that can actually do this, let me know that. Because what I want to share with you here is, what I want to do is, I'm not even going to give you my, this is my affiliate link. So if you're watching this on YouTube, or you're catching a recording or something a bit later, the 7kmetals.com/Rick. If you go to this website here and click on that, it'll show you those 3 little videos, and then it'll have a button that's for you to join. You would put in Rick F. Okay. So you could do that if you want to, but ideally what I would like you to do is reach out to me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And when I get your email, what I'd like you to do is put on your email, I have your best email address that I can reach you at, the phone number for me to text you or contact you at, and also your shipping address. Because what I'm doing together as a team, I'm putting out a welcome package together. I haven't got everything delivered yet, as far as putting it together so I can ship it out to people. But once I get everything, I'm going to ship out just a welcome package to congratulate you on making this decision to save for your future and earn in the process. But then also, that way I can have your address to send something to you. And no, I'm not going to do anything goofy. This is all when you send me your name, your email address, your best email address to send the link to your shipping address and phone number. When I get that, I'm going to, in turn, when I send you the link for you to join up under, this is going to be somebody else. So that's how I'm paying it forward. I'll include my phone number for my cell phone. I prefer texting opposed to calling, but if you want, we can jump on a Zoom call, another Zoom or a Skype, or we can even after I get the Facebook Facebook group created. We can even touch out to each other there, reach out to each other there. Plus, I'm going to have a separate website this too, just for general information for our team. So that's what I'm doing just for everybody working together here. So this way it's a two-way street communication. And that's how you're going to have success. It's how I'm going to have success, and together we're all going to have success. Okay. So I'll send you a link to create your membership under. As soon as you create your membership, do it right away. Then send me your link back. And then I'll in turn take your link and send it to the next person. So you see how right away, my goal is to get you at least one leg of your associate right away. And, that's a huge step in the right direction. Okay. And then we'll work together as a team to get everybody to rank up. Okay. And you might even, you might get to the point where you're, have 10 or 12 people right away that can do it. And that's fantastic, because as soon as you get people to sign up, you could, literally, if you have 5 or 6 people that can do this, you can literally, hit your, you can actually hit your associate rank within 2 weeks. Or less, depending on how aggressive you are. So anyway, I used it when before I was going to be doing these live, I actually had my phone number down here, but I will send you a email with a link, and I'll have my phone number in it. So then once you create your membership, send it back to me. Send me your link and your referral link and your user ID, and then I will in turn share that with somebody. So you'll see how that works. So I'm really, really excited to work with you on this. I'm sorry this got a little bit longer, but I do appreciate your time. I'm really just excited to share this opportunity with everybody, because it can change your life, and it will change your life, but you have to start. And there's no better time than to start today. If you don't have with the autosaver thing, you can pick, like, say today's May 31st, Memorial Day. So, and this was, this is the day my mom passed away 2 years ago. So it's a rough day, but as all things aside, this is something, you can pick the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, 26th of every month. So even if you create your membership today, you'll get started. And let's say if you wanted to have your autosaver done on the 15th, so you could actually schedule to ship on June 15th. The thing is to keep active within a 30-day period. And they do send you notification like, hey, you haven't been active in 30 days. So that's what I reinforce with everybody, is make sure that you stay active, have something. That's what the beauty of the autosaver is. You pick it, you set your date, and then you don't really have to worry about it again. You'll get everything like clockwork, but some people may not want to do that, or they may want something different for their autosaver, or for their corner, for what they have shipped to them. But just make sure you stay active, then encourage the people that you have sign up to stay active, and explain to them the importance of it. Because if you go inactive, you lose your rank and your point totals. Because then actually I had seen that happen, where one guy was an associate, and I'm not quite sure what happened, but he did not, maybe had something happen personally or whatever, but he missed his 30-day window. He missed having something shipped, within 30 days to him. So he lost his associate rank plus the points too. So we don't want that to happen. So we'll work together as a team, and we'll see. I'm really excited about this for you and for me, and just what this can do for our future. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation this afternoon. Thank you very much for taking your time to spend your Memorial Day afternoon with me. I wish you the best of luck, and just go ahead and send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, and I will be in touch. Thank you very much for your time. You have a great day. Bye.